So Oliver Pikett will extend his lead in the championship no matter what happens, and looking quite poised for another win at the moment. And out they go. Great start by Ollie. Ollie Pikett looks like he's pretty home and dry as we go into turn 1. Ollie Pikett takes the lead. Quite a commanding bike link, already 3 or 5, 6 bike link lead over, looks like, is there? Oh, James Murdy. James Murdy in the second place, who has had some great rides today, being able to make some passes where I haven't seen him or anyone really make passes in the past. But Oliver Pikett back to his usual spot at the front of this field. So James Murdy will hold second across the line. Elijah Dakin, who has had another impressive round in his rookie season, holds on to third for the moment. On the inside, Scotty Finlay slots in behind him into fourth, with Mike McCain in his first year of racing ahead of Esmond Williams, who spoke to just before, trying to hold on to that second group and repeat some of his success in the junior pro lap races. Cadell Finlay off the back of the field has obviously had an issue on lap 1. Wouldn't see if he started from the pit lane or if he's had issues on the first lap. So Joe Stroud's out there as well. Bike number 4. Up the inside he goes into the last corner, looking to finish a race as his main goal for the day, that is for sure. I think last time he rode that bike here, he ended up in that swamp in the middle of that track. You can see that. Sopping wet, it's covered in dirt. My leather's my bike, of course. Little rat. But Oliver Pikett out in front, in control of this one. James Murdy pulling away, looking more and more comfortable at the front of these races. So really good to see from James. Elijah Dakin slipped back to fourth now, behind Scott Finlay. Mike McCain there in fifth place ahead of Esmond Williams. And John Williams just off the back of that front group. I'm sure he would love to be up there racing with the boys, but unfortunately just at the moment off the back of that group. James Murdy has got a 1.2 second lead over Scott Finlay at the moment, which he is going to want to try and hold on to for as long as possible. If he can hold off someone like Scotty Finlay, that is a very big feather in his cap, and saying that Scotty Finlay is on the charge, and that gap is coming down corner by corner at this stage. Elijah Dakin coming along for the battle as well, and we look like we may have a second, third and fourth battle become very close and very tight very soon. For now, James Murdy leads across the line, has slipped into the high 43s, which will be the reason why that group is tightening up, because it's probably about a second slower than it needs to be going to maintain that second place. Elijah Dakin in fourth place. Really good lap there over 42.9. Yeah, 42.9. Scott Finlay there in between it. So I'm picking, if lap times remain the same, James Murdy is going to have a bit of company for that second place on the podium. Do watch Joe Stroud around the outside. The Jesse Stroud style of not being able to touch the peg on the other side. Leans off, gets his knee on the ground. Around the other outside of Guy Webster there. So well done, Joe. Just cruising around, starting from the back of the grid and moving his way up. Looks like up to 12th now, so he's on the fringes of a top 10, which would be really good for Joe. Not as good as finishing the race. Let me repeat that if you can hear me. Just finish the race is all the riding you need to do. Thanks, mate. But no, looking good. Coming out of the last corner, Joe across the line. Oliver Pikett again, just circulating in the 141s. So I think a little bit off the pace we saw when Ben Cook was out there. We'll have to catch up with Ben after this to see what the issue was, why he wasn't able to race these last couple of high-sung meetings, as Scott Finlay has a moment out around turn 4. And Elijah Dakin takes the opportunity to head around the outside and now be the front force in this race for second place, as he's heading towards James Murdy. So a 42.9, that lap by Elijah Dakin has moved him within 0.6 of a second of James Murdy in second place. Elijah Dakin looking very racy for his first time. Never been on the podium. So currently in third. Where he is would be enough, but eyeing that second place right as we speak. going into turn 3. He's had to roll out of that one. But James Moody down now, back straight, out of turn 3, through turn 4. Elijah Dakin is a very small little man, and the pace is going to send him up the inside. James Moody trying to hold it. Oh, he gets a bit of a hip and shoulder, sends him a bit wide. Scotty Finlay's not out of this either. They're side by side down the front straight. So James Moody looking for an inside run into turn 1, but it's Elijah Dakin around the outside. Oh, getting quite close there, James Moody, right to his back tyre. Had to sit up. Gives Elijah Dakin a bit of breathing room here in second. We've got 3 laps to go, and Elijah Dakin is staring down the barrel of a Higher Cup podium, which is a great achievement by anyone's standards. We've got Cadell Finlay still circulating out there doing 44s after his rubbish first lap. I think that was from the pit lane. So good to see him still out there circulating, doing some great lap times. The 44s, which will put him in the top 10. If he was able to start with us, but James Moody looking for the inside. 2 laps to go, and it looks like he's going to make it stick. Oh, there's no room there at all. Oh, and James missed a gear. Absolutely squeezed by Elijah Dakin. Ruthless instincts for someone in their very first year of the Cup. James Moody and Scott Finlay. Oh, James Moody takes the wrong side of the lapper. There are 3 bikes where there should only be 1. Scott Finlay around the outside, couldn't make the inside work. Elijah Dakin has a massive lead on that group now, and it's looking really nice for his first podium. Oliver Pickett across the line. We've got 1 lap to go. He looks like he'll hold on quite comfortably, but Elijah Dakin, unless we see the lap of James Moody's life, it looks like he might be able to hold on to second here. Back in 5th, Esmond Williams, it looks like he's got past Mike McCain. We might follow this. We might follow this on the last lap as James Moody is putting the hammer down right on the apex. Elijah Dakin misses the apex by half a metre there. Small margins, but he gets a good run out of the Elijah Dakin. Doesn't look like James Moody is going to be able to do anything. Ollie Pickett comes out of the last corner to win his 100th race of the day and take a perfect sweep and extend his lead in the championship by a whole lot. Elijah Dakin is going to cross the line in second. Well done. James Moody tried his best to down to a 42.4 in the last lap, which is very impressive. It's only 0.6 off our leader. Our leader's best lap time, so it's a very good lap there by James Moody in the last lap. Elijah Dakin does take second though. In terms of James Moody, Scotty Finlay, Esmond Williams and Mike McCain. That is your top 6 finishes. We've got Joe Stroud crossing the line in 14th. Well done. Well done. Very close racing all through the field with some battles there. Brett Butler, Hadley Thompson, Enrique Belcourt, and Jared Thompson only been covered by 0.2 of a second between the 4 of them. So very close racing all through the field, which is what our Higher Cup is known for. Well done.